quite fascinated by this contretemps between Bernie Sanders and Joe Manchin. And the reason is because it really goes to questions of what our federal government is and how our country is structured. Bernie Sanders' opinion is that we need to pass these bills. It's important for all Americans, and that Joe Manchin, who represents a tiny fraction of Americans and is allegedly a Democrat, shouldn't be holding it up. Joe Manchin's view is that Bernie Sanders shouldn't tell West Virginians what they should do or shouldn't do. This is because he's an out-of-stater. This is, of course, absurd, because the way the American government is structured, people from out of state are always telling people in different states what to do. We always have a president who comes from one state. So, for example, Lyndon Johnson created programs that Joe Manchin probably would have voted against, given his ideologies today, that helped thousands of West Virginians. FDR did the same thing. This is how American politics work. But the conflict between Sanders and Manchin here is, on the one hand, clearly a conflict of ideology. Sanders is, in fact, a democratic socialist, as Manchin points out, and Manchin is a conservative Democrat. And they don't agree on things like the role of government, and they don't agree on how much help people should get, and they don't agree on the extent to which poverty is a problem or lack of health care is a problem. But it's also a disagreement about the structure of the United States. Bernie Sanders is implicitly suggesting that this is one country and we should have policies that affect everyone and that help everyone, and that the problems in one state are the problems in all states. Joe Manchin is essentially saying, I'm the king of West Virginia, and because I'm the senator, what I say goes here, without realizing that, of course, that's absurd on its face, but also what he's doing has extraordinary impact on the country nationally. And I think these issues aren't quite going to go away, because the central conflict between states' rights and the idea of a national federal government goes back to really the founding of the country. And the fact that Joe Manchin is misinterpreting it now and doesn't really understand it speaks more, frankly, to his intellectual development than to the seriousness of the problem.